Hey fishers, this is the time of year to get stuck into some pretty serious fishing. It's only for the keen people, obviously, because the weather conditions are a little bit on the harsher side. A bit cold, sometimes a bit windy, sometimes a bit rainy. But in saying that, with the gear we've got nowadays, who cares? Absolutely fantastic. Getting good reports, just speaking to Maso down Compleat Angler in Lavington there, and he tells me that the dart's still pretty good. He's happy with that. But where the excitement is the Hume Weir. Quite a few redfin out of it through the week. A lot of smallish redfin, which is unusual. Normally we get bigger ones this time of year. But the real excitement is trout, brown trout in particular. Around that wall area in particular, one of these regulars picked up 5, and some of them are over £5. Now these fish are really good quality fish, beautiful browns. Normally this time of year is when it happens, and it looks like it is happening. Winged lures, Tillins cobras, Tassies, anything of that nature will cover the options exceptionally well. I'd be almost inclined to use a bullet lure or something of that nature as well on the troll, just as an additive, and you'll see what results you'll come up with, but very good catches down there. There was even a yellow belly caught down there, which is unusual for this time of year. Reports from Wagga are flowing in, pretty good, I would say, especially because the water temperature's dropped about 1 degree down there over the last week or two. It is a little bit slower than it was previous week, but it's still very good fishing. Swim baits, surface lures, anything of that nature, big soft plastics, doing the well down at Wagga itself. Just below the Hume Weir in the river there, we're getting some really good trout out of there. Occasional redfin, but a lot of trout. Most of these are getting caught on Tassies, big pink Tassies. I mentioned that the last few weeks, seems to be pretty consistent there. Murrumbidgee River, it's looking promising, plenty of crays out of it, a few cod getting caught, not a lot, but a few. But they're just starting to do the releases for the environmental flow now. On Monday you should see a significant increase in the height of the river as it comes down. It's going to go up about 3.7 metres, last for about 17 days and graduate down basically from when they reach maximum height. But they have let water out into the Bundigeri Channel, or Bundigeri Channel, call it what you will, and there's a bit of action down there on the cod scene, so it looks promising. Getting great reports, absolutely fantastic reports from Blowering. Big reddies, rainbow trout in good numbers, and some nice big monster cod. Now this is traditional for this time of year, we get big cod. Normally we'd be talking about off the bank with bait, but everybody seems to convert it over to throwing swim baits, soft plastics, trolling with big spinner baits, getting some great results on the big cod. Metre plus cod are reasonably common at the moment down there. We're up in Blowering, should I say, but I'd be really concentrating on those redfins. Some of them are really big fish, and they're in about 50 to 60 feet of water, or 40 to 60 feet of water. Doesn't really matter what type of lure you use, as long as you can get it down reasonably quick, and it's quite small, like ice jigs, or redfin jigs as we commonly call them, little blades, anything of that nature. By the way, the reddies out of the Hume Weir have been caught on blades, majority of them, but that's only because one fisherman caught a heap on blades down there. But up in Blowering, bob and worms, you will get plenty of redfin. The trout are right up in the shallows. Scrubworms off the bank seem to be quite productive for those trout up there too. Burrajuck started to fire up a little bit. We're getting some very good reports out of Burrajuck as far as big fish, not numbers, but good size fish. Metre plus is very common at the moment. Again, the same story, swim baits, anything of that nature, seems to be covering the options pretty well. Big spinner baits, another thing that's worth the effort, and the mumblers, absolutely fantastic. 1 ounce, 5/8 ounce, half ounce mumblers. 1 ounce and 3/4 ounce mumblers seem to be a bit better, seem to get down a bit deeper, work a little bit slower. They cover the options exceptionally well, so things are looking good there. As you can see, we have got a reasonable amount of activity around us. If you want a more in detail, up-to-date report through the week, give us a ring at the shop. There's no problem with that. 0269 214 313, and we'll give you an in-depth detailed report if we've got time. This is Compleat English Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.